Hello guys, today we're going to be unboxing Ozito Compound Mitre Saw. I bought this today because I've got some repair work to do on the caravan, and using the circular saw that I have isn't big enough to be able to cut through the timber, and this here makes it a lot easier to make fast cuts, and also that it's a mitre saw, it means you can cut angles very easily as well. So you can, pretty much set the angle, and then all you do is just pull that down and it cuts for wood, rather than the circular saw where last night it sort of chipped for wood. So this here I bought from Bunnings this morning. I think it was 129, and it's compatible. It's actually like cordless, so you just use the same battery that fits everything else. So I have one of these here. So when I bought a drill and some garden stuff a couple of weeks ago, the batteries came with it, or you can buy them separately, but it's all portable, so it means I can actually cut wood in the backyard without having to sort of get plugged into the inside the garage. So I mean, looking at the pictures, it looks like it does have like a dust catcher as well, so when you cut the wood it looks like it actually gets sucked back into the catcher there. So I mean, as opposed to yesterday when I used the planer, I won't get wood shavings everywhere or sawdust. So yeah, looking at the components on the back, it comes obviously with a mitre saw, the blade's already attached. It comes with extension supports as well, so I think they're the things on the side here. It has a laser light as well, so when you're cutting you can actually kind of envisage that you can be cutting at the right angle. So if you mark it with a pencil on your piece of wood, you can use the laser there as well to make sure that you're cutting at the right angle. Comes with a hex key material clamp, so there's a clamp here, so if you've got a long piece of wood, usually when you cut a piece of wood you have to like hold it down in place, but here you can actually clamp it down, so all you need to do is kind of hold the base of that, then bring that down in one shot. And instruction manual. So I did have the Bosch gear, except I wanted to move to 18 volts, and because there's Bunnings everywhere and Bosch is quite hard to find here in Australia, I'm pretty much going to be moving pretty much all the stuff to Ozito. And also because I'm in a caravan, I don't be carrying like 4 toolboxes that I have now of stuff. So I'm just going to be, after I've done all the caravan stuff, I'll only be keeping I think a drill and maybe a impact driver and my multi-tool. Everything else I'll be donating to probably Santa Claus. So let's unbox. So the Ozito stuff is meant to be like a DIY sort of solution, but I think over years it's got a lot better. It does come with like a 5-year warranty, and because they're at Bunnings you can pretty much return it to anyone. So it looks like here, I may have to take it all out in one shot. So we have a whole bunch of stuff here. That's like a clamp. So I'll take all the stuff out of it first. Move the box to the side probably. And then I'll also take all the stuff out of here. So I think they're the support guides. Throw stuff there. So this is the main
bad boy.
The main object here. So I'll put it aside once I take the plastic off, and I'll at least put the items into it. Goes on the side. So this looks like there's a piece of wood there. I may have to just consult the guide. Because there's, okay, so that one there does locks the blade in place, so you can take the piece of wood out. I'll just make sure there's nothing else there. There's the laser light. So I think as it sort of stands, I think you need to press the button down, and then I think there might be a lock somewhere as well. Oh, I think that lets you lock it out of place there. There you go. So yeah, usually you'll looks like there's multiple buttons here, so there's a light here. I'm not quite sure what there is until I read the manual, but that's where you put the battery. So I'll just need to quickly look at the instruction manual of how to sort of align the various things here and how to put these components on. But effectively what you do is you put your piece of wood there, you put your thumb on the safety, your grip here, and then you can pretty much go down and the blade will spin, and then all you do is just press down like this here. as opposed to having to like hold a piece of wood and then glide a circular saw over it. So I'll consult the manual and I'll come back to you soon. Okay, so I've put the side pieces on here now, so you can actually expand these out, in and out, and also these here, if you've got like a long piece of wood, you can sort of push the wood back against this here, so it's pretty much in place. More so if you're on this side here, you can actually pull this up, push a piece of wood here, and then you can actually clamp the wood down, so it's all in place. So when you go to cut the piece of wood, all you do is pretty much, yeah, you do that there and you cut it straight down, so the wood's not going to fly out or anything like that there. So yeah, when I first took out the box, it was in a particular way, but this is how you pretty much turn it to be able to cut it at a different angle. So all you do is tilt, you actually just turn this here. And also if you need to cut a bevel, you can actually just loosen there's a little bolt thing in the back here, and all you do is actually tilt it like this here, so you can actually cut down at an angle, and there's actually a degree marking here, so you can actually set it to what degree you want to cut it. So 0 is probably going to be the standard one there. So aside from that, I've rereading the book of how to construct it. So this here goes at the back, so when you do cut, a lot of the wood shavings, I guess, will go into here. I'm not sure how it does that, if there's like a little suction thing there at all, but once I figure out how to do this, looks like I expand it out like this first. That's going to be fun on my fingers, so I'll do that off camera. So I think in terms of using it, all you need to do is put the battery on. Now there's two buttons here. There's actually a light built in as well, so you can see what you're doing. So that's the light. Now then there's the laser beam here. So again, if you're actually going to be cutting on a piece of wood, I'm not going to do that cut, but yeah, if you've got a piece of wood there, the laser will actually shine down and just make sure that the blade is going to go exactly where like your pencil mark is. And then I'm assuming, I've got nothing there now, but if I do this here, this blade should turn in theory. So ayan. So that should make cutting a lot easier. Like I said, I went to cut some wood yesterday with my small circular saw, but it's only like a 12-volt saw, and yeah, it took me a while to cut through it. It was hard to hold in place. Also, yeah, trying to get the line of it was hard, and the blade wasn't really that thick enough to sort of go through it entirely, so it ended up like chipping a corner of my wood. So I've got some small renovations to do to the caravan here, just replacing some of the water damaged timber. So I've already taken some of it out and I've already cut one piece, so having this here will just make it a lot easier to make slight adjustments and sort of get the pieces to fit exactly where I need it to. So I've got a few pieces of hardwood, and this here will make it a lot easier just to replace timber that's I need to repair. So that is it, guys. I still need to figure out what this here is for. I just know that was there. I think there's some kind of handle. I'll figure out what it actually is. I know there's a hex key in here, so I'm guessing there's going to be some bolts somewhere that I need to attach it to. So I'll investigate that. Like I said, this here is yeah, the normal work handle. It looks like there's some oh, that there is likely to, if you need to replace a blade. So there's a little switch here, and that likely stops the blade from spinning, and then you'll just get the Allen wrench, and then you just undo that bolt there, and then you'll be able to take the blade off. So I'll take the battery off so it doesn't start spinning. Yeah, so that's likely how you replace the blade. You just press the thing in the back here, and then that will stop the blade from spinning. There you go. So the blade's not spinning, and then you just undo that there, and I'm sure you can just buy the same blades from Bunnings. Easy enough. So I'll double check the instruction booklet again. I'll figure out where this handle goes. I'll put this dust collection on the back so I don't spray everywhere with sawdust. And yes, I'll show you this finished product soon. So guys, I cut a piece of timber yesterday using a circular saw, but it kept chipping the corner, and I noticed as well that it wasn't actually exactly 45 degrees. So I'll size this up. I've already got it set to 45, and I need to make sure this one's 45, and the next one I'll cut will also be 45 degrees. That means that they'll join together exactly. So usually I'd wear some safety equipment, but for today, so it's not exactly flat. It's because I cut my other part. I need to slide it a tiny bit and cut the rest off. That's only because I didn't cut the first part properly. Let's turn these on again. Let's trim it a bit more off, and I'll also press that. Yeah, that looks straight now. So yeah, yesterday when I cut this, I used a circular saw, and then I had to get like a hand file out and cut it as well. So that's from what I did the little burn before, but yeah. So it lets you cut exactly 45-degree angles as based on what you've got down here. So I'll just dust this stuff off. I'm not sure how that really works. You might be able to strap a vacuum cleaner on that as well. But yeah, so I'll put this on over where I'm doing the woodwork in the tunnel boot, and then I'll start sizing up more pieces to put in there. So Compound Mitre Saw.
So that's it, guys. That's our Ozito Mitre Saw unboxing for today's video. Nakita nyo kanina dun sa what's in the box of the Ozito Compound Mitre Saw. Meron siyang dust bag, meron siyang material clump, and meron siyang hex key, guys, na nakita nyo. And it's used for cutting edges, cutting wood. Binili siya ni Jax dito sa Bunnings Warehouse dito sa Australia, and it cost like 99 AUD, cost like 3,000 plus 200, something na ganon. So maganda siya pang cut ng wood, guys. Nakita nyo sa demonstration ni Jax, yung operation ni Jax, kung paano gamitin, how to use it. It's very easy to use, and it's very powerful. They also have 160 watts motor doon. And then, nakita nyo rin, meron din siya material clump and support bars. So, ayun na nga, guys. I think meron din siya, makikita nyo siya locally kung sa Ace Hardware. I'm not sure, pero baka meron din doon sa Philippines. And highly recommended siya. Magandang klase yung Mitre Saw na nakita nyo kanina dito sa ating unboxing for today's video, guys. So that's the end of our unboxing for today's video. Our Mitre Saw na nakita nyo. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something today. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for supporting my videos. Thank you for staying. Mega love shout out to each wonderful people of the universe. Thank you from the bottom of my hypothalamus. Please like if you did enjoy my video for today, and please do subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to hit the bell button for you to get notified on my next video. And please comment down below if you like this video pa, and see you when I see you on my next one. Bye bye, guys. Be good, you take care, be safe, and mwah! Ciao!